to say, I am divorced because I cheated.
I want to preach tonight using as a subject, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Where can I enjoy myself without being...
He was like, well, I'm going through a divorce. He's like, I want to get a massage. Come to the hotel. I'll pay you whatever. And I'm going to church tonight. This is when it gets crazy. He said I seduced him.
You massaged?
Yeah, I massaged him.
Naked?
Next thing I know, clothes coming off. So we have sex.
Protected?
No.
And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not.
Trust in the fact that you can see them well. But trust them to beat them.
Right. To beat themselves.
Trust a snake to bite you.
Right.
Trust a liar to lie for you. Trust a thief to steal from you. Like, trust them to beat them.
Too.
But know them when you see them.
I'm about to say something that's going to make some people feel very uncomfortable, but it needs to be said. Not every pastor is called by God.
What DMX tried to tell us, the industry buried, but the truth always finds a way out. DMX was the most spiritually raw rapper to ever grip a mic, not spiritually performative, spiritually real. He prayed before every concert, before interviews, before the cameras rolled. His albums didn't just close with outro tracks, they closed with prayers. He read the Bible cover to cover and meant every word. That wasn't branding. That wasn't a publicist's idea. That was a man who genuinely believed God was the only thing standing between him and total destruction.
Why don't you just read it?
I like the way shows, it comes and it goes. Jealousy, the envy, the phony, the friendly, the one that gave him the slugs, the one that put him in me, the snakes, the grass, too long to see. The lawnmower sitting right next to the tree. It's right there, just mow that grass and you'll see the snakes.
Yeah.
But believing in God and trusting organized religion are two completely different things. And X understood that distinction better than most preachers ever will. He grew up Jehovah's Witness, and in his autobiography, he documented something that never left him. After he got hit by a car as a child, his mother refused the insurance settlement because the faith taught self-sufficiency over accepting outside help. Think about that. A child gets hit by a car, and institutional religion decided what that family deserved. X watched how doctrine gets used as a leash, and he never forgot it. He saw the same mechanics in the music industry. Control dressed up as care, power disguised as purpose. That lesson aged into something prophetic.
You've had a song on every album, a conversation with God.
Yes.
You've had...
And a prayer.
And I think you've had...
Three conversations with the devil.
Three conversations with the devil. Why with the devil?
Well, to make a fair decision, I think you have to be aware of both sides. And I was approached, so of course I had a conversation. It doesn't mean I rode with him or believed him. I just was able to recognize him by what he said to me and what he offered me.
Fast forward to 2026, and Pastor Jamal Bryant is getting torn apart in public, exposed as a fraud, a grifter, and a deadbeat father who built an empire on scriptures he doesn't live by. A woman came forward claiming Bryant allegedly pressured her to get an abortion after getting her pregnant. DMX saw this archetype coming from a mile away, the wolf in the tailored suit, using God as a revenue stream while his private life is a crime scene. Now let's establish who DMX actually was when it came to faith. X was not one of these rappers who throws up a cross in a music video and calls it spirituality. In a 2013 interview with Dr. Phil, he described being tempted by the devil repeatedly and said the devil always arrived wearing the face of everything he wanted most. What kept him grounded was taking that warfare directly to God through his music. His albums were confessionals, not products. For a man carrying his level of addiction and legal chaos to consistently channel that pain into something listeners could feel spiritually.
I mean, this is a conversation with the Lord. I really need to talk to you, Lord. It's the last time we talked. The walk has been hard. Now, I know you haven't left me, but I feel like I'm alone. I'm a big boy now, but I'm still not grown. I'm still going through it, pain and the hurt, soaking up trouble like rain in the dirt. And I know only I can stop the pain with just a mention of my Savior's name. In the name of Jesus, devil, I rebuke you for what I go through. We're trying to make me do what I used to, but all that stops right here. As long as the Lord's in my life, I will have no fear. I will know no pain from the light to the dark. I will know no shame, spit it right from the heart, because it's right from the start that you held me down, and ain't nothing they can tell me now. Lord, give me a sign.
That is a genuine gift. That is not performance. But DMX was brutally honest about one thing. He did not trust pastors, and he had no patience for religious hypocrisy. He was publicly critical of rich televangelists and the way church hierarchies weaponized judgment against people like him, addicted, flawed, public with their failures. X never pretended to be clean. He put his demons on wax and let people see them. That kind of honesty is the opposite of what Jamal Bryant has built his entire brand on. Bryant runs New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Stonecrest, Georgia, a megachurch platform he's used to preach about black fatherhood, financial accountability, and economic justice. That is his public image. Now here is his reality. Last month, the Christian Post ran an interview with LaToya Shanti Odom, the mother of Bryant's 11-year-old son, John Karsten Bryant.
LaToya Odom.
Tasha K.
Are you Jamal Bryant, the preacher, the minister, the fornicator? Is he your baby daddy?
He is.
Is he a present father?
Never has been.
She says Bryant has never shown up for that child. The last support payment she received was $96 from a millionaire megachurch pastor.
There has been child support paid to you.
The last payment I received was $96. And John loves him. One day he told me, he said, "Mommy, I love you and I love my daddy."
So he was helping at some point.
John really believes his dad. This is what he said at 2. He said, "Mommy, I want to go see my daddy." So I dressed him up at 2. He was in Atlanta and I took him. Do you know Jamal never touched him? Just looked at him. They had a staring contest.
When the boy was 2 years old, he kept asking his mother to take him to see his daddy. So she got him dressed and made the trip to Atlanta. Bryant wouldn't touch him. And before we go any further, let's be clear about something. LaToya is not without fault here. She got involved with someone she didn't really know, and that's a decision she has to own. But that child didn't choose any of this. That little boy is here, he is real, and Jamal Bryant is his father. That's not an accusation anymore. LaToya proved it with a DNA test in 2016. Done. Scientific fact. And on top of that, she alleged that Bryant pressured her to terminate the pregnancy. When journalists asked Bryant directly to respond, he wouldn't confirm it, wouldn't deny it, just let it hang there. That non-answer is an answer. Anybody who has actually been falsely accused of something like that comes out swinging. Silence means something. And what makes this even more damning is that this isn't a first offense. Back in 2007, Bryant reportedly stood at his own pulpit and admitted to fathering a child outside his marriage. This is not a man who stumbled once and course-corrected. Bryant has 8 children across multiple relationships. 8. And he has the nerve to stand in front of congregations and lecture black men about accountability and stepping up for their kids. He preaches fatherhood like it's his ministry. Meanwhile, there is a little boy in this world that he won't even acknowledge. Now let's talk about the money, because this is where the whole grifter case snaps into focus. In February 2025, Bryant launched what he called the Target Fast. He positioned it as a Lent season economic protest, calling on Christians to stop spending money at Target because Target had rolled back its DEI commitments.
What was that like?
We're still meeting. I think it's a healthy start for where it is that we are.
Do you think they hear you?
Oh, they hear me. The cash register hears me. So no, they hear me. Power concedes nothing without a demand. What I've heard is a lot of people are resolved in not going back. It's going to be a whole lot of heavy lifting that will be on the shoulders of Target to do, not for us.
Target had previously pledged $2 billion toward black-owned businesses by the end of 2025 and then walked it back. Bryant came in loud with 4 demands: honor the $2 billion pledge, reaffirm DEI commitments, invest $250 million in black-owned banks, and establish retail training programs at 10 HBCUs. 300,000 people signed on. This looked like a real movement. Then in March 2025, Bryant walked up to a microphone and announced that Target had met the
4 asks and only walked away with one thing. Target has agreed that by July the 31st, they will complete the pledge of $2 billion for black business. We gave you 40 days to answer 4, not 1. We ain't going back in there.
Pledge, boycott over, victory lap. Except Target hadn't changed a single thing. Every DEI rollback from January 2025 was still fully intact. What Target actually did was rename their inclusion program, swapped out DEI for belonging, and Bryant called that a win. And that $2 billion pledge he kept waving around, that wasn't new money. Target made that commitment back in 2021 in the aftermath of the George Floyd case. They had already been working toward it for years before Bryant ever touched a microphone. He declared victory on a promise that predated his entire campaign. And the people who actually built the boycott from the ground floor found out it was over the same way everybody else did, scrolling through their phones. Nikema Levy Armstrong, the civil rights attorney who actually launched this boycott, held her own press conference outside Target headquarters in Minneapolis that same day.
Asking people continue to stand with grassroots leadership in the state of Minnesota, where Target is actually headquartered, and not clout chasers, not fake pastors, not fake activists trying to co-opt our work.
She made it plain. The boycott was not over, and Bryant had no authority to end it. She called him exactly what he is, a clout chaser who parachuted in to co-opt work that real organizers bled for. Bryant later admitted he had met privately with Target representatives, said he didn't take a dime. Believe that if you want. Here's what makes it truly ugly. While all of this was happening, Bryant was publicly crucifying other black church leaders. In June 2025, he accused 4 black denominations of accepting $300,000 from Target during the boycott. His exact words were that he could see the fingerprints of satanic principality on anyone who took that money. He was calling fellow pastors sellouts and agents of the enemy for accepting donations, while he was behind closed doors meeting with Target executives and unilaterally declaring the whole fight finished.
Whatever you may have heard about the Target boycott ending, here's the truth. The boycott is not over. And for many black women especially, it probably never will be. Last week, Reverend Jamal Bryant declared the Target fast that he launched in March of 2025 was over. Bryant was one of the people involved in staging what ultimately became a year-long boycott. But so were several prominent black women. So when Bryant said it was over, it caused black women all over the country to say, wait, what?
I love how we all saw that article collectively and went, no. In fact, hell no.
And we will say if and when it's over. And I can tell you right now, that'll be the 15th of never ever.
But are we really shocked? This is the same man who preaches moral authority every Sunday and reportedly tried to sell his own church. Think about what we're actually looking at. A man who publicly shames absent black fathers but won't claim his own 11-year-old son. A man who called out other pastors as sellouts for accepting Target money, then walked into a closed-door meeting with those same executives and declared a year-long boycott dead, with no community vote, no transparency, no accountability. And now this same man is allegedly trying to sell the church itself because apparently the pulpit is just another revenue stream. Then there's the moment he told his congregation he personally selected his wife's outfit and then had the audacity to frame everyone who criticized that as haters attacking her.
Need to set the record straight. I bought the dress. And I like it. I don't care whether you like it or not. She ain't mad to y'all, she mad to me.
That's not protection. That's a man who controls the narrative so completely, he doesn't even recognize the manipulation anymore. Here's the verdict. Jamal Bryant is not a pastor who made some mistakes. He is a performance, fully produced, carefully maintained, and deeply profitable. DMX called these people snakes in the grass, not just in the industry, but everywhere people gather and trust, in boardrooms and in pulpits, in communities that deserve real leadership and keep getting handed theater instead. X said, you have to mow the grass to see the snakes. We mowed it. Look at what's underneath. DMX is gone, but the blueprint he left us is permanent. And as long as men like Jamal Bryant keep collecting tithes, dodging accountability, and weaponizing their platform against the very people they're supposed to serve, that blueprint is not optional. It's survival. If you're tired of the watered-down takes and want the real story behind what's happening in the culture, stick with BarzBuzz. We don't do PR. We don't do spin. Just the truth. The industry doesn't want trending. Subscribe and make sure you're notified. The next one drops sooner than you think.